So I am Marwa. I am Marwa. This video will be about you today. Because you think you can come on camera to sit down and have your pity story to tell people how the world is talking about your child, how the world is treating your child badly, but at the same time, you can go ahead and put a pillow over your child's head. Shame on you, Marwa. Shame on you for doing that. Shame on you for doing that. You are telling people all over the world because you want them to send you money for legal fees. You're telling them that there are people out here talking about your child day in, day out when you know that is a lie. It may have happened in the past. People apologized. People move on. No one has ever said anything negative about your child in a very long time. In fact, I've seen reactors, talk about how good looking your child is and how concerned they are about the way you are treating that child. But yet yesterday, we have proof of you putting a pillow on this child's head to keep the child quiet only because you want to go outside and record your video. Your petty video so you could beg more money. Shame on you. Shame on you. That is so disgusting. And if that video is shown to a lot of people, I am Marwa, can get into trouble for it. I want you to know that. You're not immune against your channel going down. I want you to know that. And that very same video, even though you went ahead and clip out the section where we literally saw you lift the pillow and put the pillow on top of the child's head, even though you think that you clipped that section out, you think that we can't get it, for those of us who didn't record it? YouTube has the original, okay? So if people want to report you to YouTube for child abuse, they can. You're out here busy reporting people, and look at the disgusting things you're doing that can get you arrested. Shame on you, Marwa, for doing that. Shame on you. Many people were so angry, so upset at you, including me, to see what you're doing to that lovely child. Shame on you. And then you're going to come out here and tell us, don't call your name, don't do reaction in you. It's not reaction, it's bullying. We are not bullying you, Marwa. When you do wrong, we're telling you that you are wrong and you don't like that. You despise that. And this is why you have been going after reactors and going after reactors channel, trying to take them down. And every single channel that you tried to take down, they're still up here. They are still up here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, guys. This is your girl Mzungu Pebbles. Yes, it's me, the Mzungu girl. Hello world, I am here. It's a rainy day in New York City. Thank you for always coming back to watch me. It's a pleasure. Please consider subscribing to this new channel. You guys are not subscribing. Why? Hit that subscribe button. You hear me? Hit it right now. I'm waiting. Don't forget to like this video and leave your comments in the comment section. Let's talk about it. It's a party over here. Gosh, it's raining. It's so yucky in New York, I'm telling you. So I was very, very disappointed to see a video of I am Marwa putting a pillow over his baby's head. Literally stifling the baby because he wanted to do his video and the baby was crying, and he couldn't just wait for the mother to get back or step over to the grandparents' house and say, hey, can you watch the baby for me? I need to make a video. Or don't do a video that day. It's not that important. You want 10 children, 10 of them, not 1, 10, and you can't manage to take care of one child. One, that you should be protecting the child that you have been online singing to your subscribers, telling them that,
I have to protect my child against all these bullies online. They're bullying my child. I have to protect my child, my baby. They're doing this to my baby.
Look what you did to your very own child on camera. So imagine, guys, imagine off camera what he does to this child. That he's going to come out here and have the nerve to say that he has to protect his family. No, you're not protecting your family. You're a danger to that baby. And what bothers me so much is that this guy couldn't wait for 5 minutes. He was outside for 1 hour while this pillow, luckily perhaps it's a feathered pillow, it's very light. I am thinking it was a light pillow, feathered pillow, and this is the reason why it didn't pressurize the baby and stifle the child. Guys, I don't even want to talk about this because it hurts me from the bottom of my heart. He was outside for almost 1 hour, going on and on and on and on and on in his GoPro. He couldn't, talking about the grass. Him and the grass was outside. Going on and on and on with his GoPro. And left the child in there alone, unattended, with no one, a child that could roll off the bed, a child is, 5 months old, who at this point could do anything. And even when he said, let me go check on Maisha, and got up, he still was there for 5 minutes, guys. I calculate the time from he said, let me go check on the baby, to when he actually went in there and point with his finger and the child was on the floor like this. I had to grab a pillow to demonstrate. I had to. For those of you who missed it, okay? Because he thought that he cut out all of it, but there's a piece of it there. He literally put the pillow on the baby like this, but it's not a heavy pillow. This is a very heavy pillow. Okay, it's not a heavy pillow like this. It's a lighter pillow because this is really heavy. I like heavy pillows. It's a lighter pillow, but he placed it on top of the baby like this. Now imagine, guys, look, if a pillow is placed on top of a child, look what is happening to the face of the child and the nostrils of the child. So the pillow probably was very light, and as such it didn't have this type of pressure the way this pillow, my demonstration is showing, where this pillow has a lot of pressure on the baby's nose. It didn't. It was a very light pillow. But still, it doesn't matter if it was a light pillow or a heavy pillow. Putting a pillow on top of a child is child abuse. Marwa, just in case you didn't know, I'm showing you the demonstration in case you didn't see it or you can't see it. Marwa, look at the picture. Look at what this is doing to the child. Pressing down on the child. And you and Madam Parasite had the nerve to come out here to say, oh, don't tell us how to raise our child. Don't tell us how to raise our child. You and Madam Parasite had the nerve to say that. Really? Really? Guess what? As long as you put your child on a camera, we are all the parent of the child out here. As long as you choose to put your child on a camera for the world to see, we are all aunties out here, okay? We're all uncles out here. We're all cousins out here. We're all moms out here. We're all dads out here. When I was growing up back in the day, anyone could chastise us when they see us on the street and we were doing wrong. Okay? Anyone could, because they were all our aunties, they were all our moms, they were all our dads. The only thing I think a lot of them were not allowed to do was to lay their hands on us. But as long as they saw us doing something that was not right, they had all right to speak to us and to tell us to do the right thing. And if they saw the parent also not raising the child properly, they spoke up as well. It takes a village to raise a child. A village. So you can't put your child on camera. Then come out here, you and Madam Parasite, to tell us that we cannot say anything to you guys because it is your child and you have all sorts of you have people who you're paying to tell you what to do, professionals according to you. You have professionals who are telling you how to raise your child and what to do with the baby, and your mom, mother-in-law, whatever, she tells you what to do with the baby. Well, did they tell you to put a pillow on top of the child to shut the child up? Did they tell you to put a pillow on top of your baby to shut the baby up, Marwa? Did they? Did they? What kind of professionals do you guys have? What kind of professionals do you guys have out there telling you how to treat your baby, your newborn 5-month-old baby? You almost stifled that baby, Marwa. You almost stifled that baby. We are the aunts out here. I don't care what you say, as long as you put that child on camera. We are going to be here to protect that child by any means necessary. So whenever we see you doing something wrong, we're going to correct you. We're going to tell you that you're wrong. And if you and Madam Parasite ever come out here again to tell us that it's your child, don't tell us how to raise your child, you will see what's gonna happen. You will see. Because we're saving all these videos. Don't think they're not being saved. We're saving them for when the time is right. You hear me? We're saving them, Marwa. That's not the way to treat a baby. Especially on YouTube. And then you walked in there and point and saw the child fidgeting underneath the pillow and walk right back out to finish your video. My God, man. My God, come on. Do better, Marwa. What is wrong with your head? What has happened to you? Is this how you are? Is this how you were raised? And you're raising a child the way you were raised back in the day? You guys probably were raised differently. I don't know. According to you, you said your stepdad didn't treat you right. He did things to you that you considered abuse. So is this what you're going to do to your own child? Come on, boy. Stop. Stop, Marwa. How old are you? You should know better than that. Put the camera down. Forget about the video. You could skip one day if you have to babysit. You could skip a day. You don't need to have a video every single day. You do not. Stop the greed. You're going to cost your child's life over a video? And what are you going to do? You're going to end up in jail. That's what's going to happen to you and the mother. Both of you. If something ever happened to this child. Seriously, that's a baby. The baby's going to cry. And I've noticed that it seemed like you always have problems if this child cry. I would be scared if I was Rocio to leave my baby with you. I would be afraid. I would never leave a child with you because you grew up a certain way. And a man who grows up that way is probably going to treat his own child as rough as he was treated. And I have a feeling this is how you're going to treat your child. You can't change. Some people can't change, and you are one of those people. You can't change. So guys, yes, that's what he did, but he tried to delete the video, but YouTube has the full copy of the video. So even though he cropped it out, he didn't even delete the video. He just learned to cut that section out of the video, and that's what he did. But he left a piece of it where you can see that the child was still underneath the pillow. The piece that he didn't show was when he literally put the pillow on top of the child. He also acknowledged in the comment section that yes, he was wrong to put the pillow on the child. So acknowledgement is proof that he put that pillow on the child's head. And people were so angry. Everyone, every single person. This was one time when I can say at least a lot of his subscribers were not sugarcoating anything. Yes, every single person, almost every single person in that video except for the ones, you know, the diehard fans, like, you know, the Janet Harrises and the others. Not one of them chastised him. Not one of them mentioned in his comment section that he was wrong. It was the other people. His diehard fans, they're never going to see anything wrong with what he's doing until he gets in trouble and end up going to jail for doing stuff like that. Because if something happens to that child, especially in Argentina, straight to jail. Don't sugarcoat, guys. No matter how much you love someone, even if it's me and you see me doing something that you think can get me in some deep trouble, I want you to say to me, don't do that. Do not do that, Pebbles, because that can get you in some serious trouble. We don't want you to go down that road. I want you to tell me the truth, okay? Don't sugarcoat it no matter how much you love me. Okay, I'd rather you tell me and get me out of trouble now than later on. You know, when it happens, you said, I knew all along and I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. No, don't do that. So anyway, some of the comments in the comment section, this person, and I'm only doing the recent comments because all the comments, all of them were telling him, come on, man, something is wrong with you, Marwa. You can't do this. This person said, is your camera more important than your child? Rocio, please don't leave your child with the father. He has a lot to learn about watching a baby. That pillow thing was wrong. Many people. Marwa, don't leave your precious baby unattended. Please be more careful with leaving the baby alone. The baby looks like he was suffocating underneath that pillow. Put a pillow on your baby because you have to finish a video? Are you serious, Marwa? Come on, shame on you. My brother, stop fidgeting with the thing while carrying the baby. Baby Maisha. People can buy it for you. We can't buy for you that handsome boy. So always learn to put your camera down. So this person is saying that people can buy stuff like camera, but they can't buy a baby. He needs to know that. Marwa thinks he can just go out there and make another one if something happens to this child. Seriously. Listen. Somebody say, listen, knucklehead, grass doesn't grow in the fall and winter. Grass goes dormant. Someone called him a knucklehead. He is indeed. This other person said, Marwa acknowledged that he was wrong. Why are you going on about the pillow lesson? Listen, we can go on all day about the pillow lesson. So this is one of their diehard fans who said that. We can go on about this all day. We're going to talk about it years to come. We're still going to be here reacting on the time. Remember the time when Marwa put the pillow on the baby and almost stifled the baby? Yes, we're going to say it over and over, and we have the clips saved to, you know, to come back to it. Trust me, the next time he mentioned how people are talking about the baby and saying bad things and doing bad things to the baby and how he's the most protective and bestest father in the whole wide world, we're going to bring it up. Remember when? Yes, we are. Okay? Seriously, Marwa, you left the baby who is able to turn over on the bed with a pillow on top of his head. What are you trying to do, Marwa, to your own child? If you can do this to your own child, what would you do to someone else's child? And the comments went on and on and on and on. I can't even be bothered to read all of them. Some of them were very harsh on him, and he deserves every bit of it because a child is precious. A child's life is extremely precious. No camera in the whole wide world, no camera in the world is more special than a child. No camera in the whole world, no video in the whole world is more special than a baby. And all babies deserve to be protected, whether by the parents or by strangers. And Maisha, we're going to be here. Your aunties are out here. We're going to protect you, darling. We're going to protect you because it appears that your parents are very careless parents. All they care about is money and greed for money. And this is why they're doing what they're doing with all these cameras, and they don't care and, you know, leave you alone by yourself. Buy the child a toy. If you think that this child needs something to fidget on, because according to Marwa, the child needs something to fidget on, and you know, he doesn't shut up unless he has something to fidget on. Marwa, buy the child a toy. How much does a toy cost? You and Madam Parasite went to Argentina, went to Buenos Aires to pick up your free computer that a black American that she says she despised so much brought over for her. Yes, Rocio, we know it's a black American. The same ones you told us only a year ago when you were in Kenya that you do not like black Americans. A black American brought that laptop for you, a very expensive laptop. An Apple laptop. I was actually in the Apple store a couple months ago when I went to purchase something. Oh, I think it was my iPad. And I'm looking at an Apple laptop. I'm like, should I buy one? And I looked at the price. I said, no, girl, you're too broke right now to buy an Apple laptop. It's expensive. And you got one free of charge from one of those black Americans that you say you despise. Okay? And you guys were in that area and could not pick up a toy for the child. I didn't see you guys walk into a store and say, let me buy a toy for the baby. Let me buy a toy for this nice toy. Could this nice toy, the baby could use this nice toy. Let me get this toy for the baby. No, you guys waiting for someone to donate toys to you, something as small as a toy. You rather buy a laptop. No, you didn't buy it. You got it for free, even though both of you came up with some story to say that, hey, there is this guy doing business from America and he came to Buenos Aires on a business trip and we just asked him to bring this laptop for us and we're going to pay him back in cash. In fact, Marwa didn't want to say if it was a man or a woman. But Rocio contradicted his statement that he made. May as well he had just shut up because she said it was a man. He said he's not saying whether it was a he or a she. And that they went and they paid cash. No, you all didn't pay for that. That was free of charge. And you brought Romina with you because it probably was Blue. Blue probably came to pay for Romina.
Allegedly.
Because you guys have been selling that poor girl online to the world. 99% of the times when a man does not want to be on camera, it's because that man is married. So you're saying one story about, Rocio didn't want you to record it, and you guys had to go pay them cash for it. So you're broke to pay for a lawyer. But you all have money, mega money to pay for an Apple laptop and a laptop that's cost thousands of dollars in the US? Really? You see how these people are? Let me tell you, any fool who give you all money, they're really, really stupid. Because I would laugh at anyone who decide to pick up their hard-earned money to give to me. And then tomorrow they see me on here showing off my brand new Gucci bag that I just went to the Gucci store and purchased. Seriously, how would you all feel, right? It would be donkey of the day. So I'm calling you guys who are donating out there to them donkey of the day. And so now they have also added a new beggar on the street, Romina. They've added Romina to the begging charts, the begging list, or the begging roster. According to Marwa, Romina has now quit her job and her new job will be YouTube. Because Rocio told her, girl, quit your job. There are men out there who will take care of you. Listen, according to Rocio, she said, a lot of men are in her inbox, these desperate men. And within opening her YouTube channel, she gained over 1,000 subscribers. And even though she was speaking in Spanish, her views were over 4,000. Seriously, guys. Now, the one thing I will say about Marwa and Marwa followers, they're loyal. They're loyal. And when he say to them, hey, subscribe to this channel, they subscribe. I'm going to tell you, I'm still at 300 in this channel. And when I ask people to subscribe to this channel, they refuse. Because why? You guys, a lot of you, I'm not saying all, you're not loyal like Marwa's fans. And I'm going to give that to him. Okay? This girl don't even speak a lick of English. And she's already monetized. within one day. But when I check to see who are her subscribers, all the passport bros, that is where they ran. They ran to her channel quickly. They're in her inbox. And Rocio is milking it, and I don't blame her. I do not blame them. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was Rowena, I would have done the same thing. Romina, whatever, what her name is. Romina. It starts with an R. I don't know. Something Rowena, I don't know. Sounds like rice. And Jemima, I don't know. Anywho, I don't blame her. Guys, I do not blame her. If I was at her age, I would do the very same thing. You think I'm going to sit here and blame her for using people who don't have any common sense? I would use them too. I would take all their money and more. All of their money I would take from them. Seriously. Because if they want to be that foolish to be chasing her like women don't exist, especially the Africans, most of the people in her thing in her Instagram, I heard she say Africans. Like, seriously, guys, what is it with you and these Mzungus? What is it? Please tell me, what is it? Listen, we age faster than the same black women you guys are running from. You understand? The wrinkles in our face, they come really fast, much faster. You hear me? We look older than those beautiful black women. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? Mzungus are not better than the black women in Africa, but I guess you think it's an opportunity. And she's looking for an opportunity too. She doesn't even look like the type who'd want Marwa. I can tell you, she doesn't look as desperate as the sister. But if a rich American guy or an American guy with money comes, because the passport in America is stronger, it's a strong passport. So, and the opportunities in America, everyone think that this is the land of gold. I don't know, it's not, but everybody thinks that. So if someone like Blue Ocean comes along, or another guy comes along from America that likes her and decides he's going to spend big money on her, she's gonna go for it. And I'm not gonna, she's young, I'm not gonna blame her. I'll probably take their money and don't move anywhere. I'll tell you the truth. I'll be playing all of them like a figgle on Instagram. All of them. I'll be getting money from every single one. If it's 10 of them, it will be 10 of them I'll be getting money from. I'll use them like posse. I'll be listen. Romina, call posse. Call posse. Posse will tell you what to do, boo. If you don't know what to do with these men, Passy will give you lessons. Call Passy, give her a phone, give her a little call, or send her a little email. She'll tell you what to do. So yeah, I strongly believe that it was Blue or somebody who is interested in her and wanted to meet her, provided that laptop. And their lies, they can't really lie, because we out here, we have common sense, we see what's going on, and then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you're going to milk the cows, milk them, take all you can from them. I don't blame them. I don't blame Rocio from accepting a laptop if someone decides to give her a laptop. My only issue is she pretends as if she doesn't need these black people, and she's better than black people. This is my biggest issue with her. She acts as if she's better than black people. And this is what bothers me, because black people are the ones supporting her. Black people are the ones who's going to make her rich, according to her. The manifest that she manifests, that's who is going to give her that manifestation. Okay? Sorry, guys. What else I have to talk about them? Because that baby thing drove me bananas, and I just don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, he says he's going to buy a little car when he gets to the village. This guy constantly beg money, but they have money to do all these other things. And this is what I tell people, like, seriously, listen, America is going to go into a recession. It will. Even if it's for a little while, things are going to hit Americans, and it's going to hit Americans hard. They're going to lose a lot of money here. So save your all money. If you own a house in America or anywhere else in the world, including the Caribbean, we have to pay real estate taxes. Marwa is not paying taxes or insurance or anything like that. His house is his house. His garage is his garage. His garage is his garage. In America, your house is not really your house, even after you pay for it. Especially if you have a HOA. They can come and take your house if you owe them money at any time for the HOA, meaning the maintenance fees or whatever you owe that. They come and they take your house. You owe real estate taxes, they come and they take your house, even if it's 30 years later after you finish paying for your house. Anywho, I don't know. But Romina is on the freebie board right now, using the black people to get what they want, and I'm not going to blame her at all for doing it. Like this, I say, you find a jackass, you ride that jackass. Point blank and period. You find a donkey, you ride the donkey. So anyway, there was a video that I made about I think a couple weeks ago, before all the drama where IMR was shutting down people's channel, and I didn't post that video. It was about Dee when she went to Mombasa to buy the piece of land. So I'm going to just clip that in here as well, because there were some important points that I noticed, you know, things that she said in that video that kind of irked me a lot. But I'm going to clip that video, you know, on the end just to make my video longer. I also talked about her best friend in that video and her best friend brother as well, and I will leave clips of them also in the video, because her best friend Sean Arwa, I saw a note in a comment in one of Dee Mwango's comment in one of under one of Dee Mwango's video earlier today. I think it was a video she did yesterday where someone asked about, where's your friend Sean Arwa, and she says she's in Nairobi making the bag. And that is true, and I did mention that in my video that I made a couple weeks ago. Like, you know, Sean Arwa is busy in Nairobi making money. Okay, so she's not really jealous or worrying about what Dee is doing in Mombasa. Both of them are doing their own thing, and there is nothing wrong with that. So I'll just kind of stick that video on to the end, and just remember that that video was made a couple weeks ago, before all the drama started on the reaction before the attack on reactors happened a couple weeks ago. I think that is all I have to talk about now. Dee is in Mombasa with her mother. I saw her mother taking a flight back to the village. At first we thought that she was going to take her mother to somewhere like the Philippines, like an international vacation. But you know, they're clickbait thumbnails and their clickbait subject lines. That's what it always is. You just have to take it for what it is. And when they say X, you know it means Y. You can't believe anything they say. They just fabricate and make up stories. Even Marwa, who swears that he doesn't do clickbaits, is now so desperate to get views that, guess what? He's doing clickbaits as well. Because everyone thought he was on his way to Kenya based on his, you know, his thumbnail and based on his subject line the other day. People thought he was heading to Kenya, but it was all a lie. It was all clickbait. That's all they do. But anyway, enjoy the video that I'm going to tag on to the end of this video that I'm doing right now. Okay, anyway, let's move on to Dee Mwango. Oh, Max, come on, Max, where are you, Max, where are you, Max? Oh my God, Max, come, Max. I miss you so much, Max, where are you? Oh my God. Oh, Max, look at Max. Oh my gosh, Max, you miss me. You miss me, Max, you miss me. I brought you some food. Here you go. You can have some of my food, because you're only going to eat human food. You're not getting any doggy food, okay? Human food. Human food. We're going to share human food, no doggy food. Guys, don't follow me. Some people ask me how old I am. I am old. I'm gonna do comedy till I die. Anyway, Dee was talking about buying land in in Kenya. And Kenya, that beach is beautiful. I'm no doubt I'm going to say that that beach is beautiful, you know. But she was talking about the deed, her getting her deed and stuff like that, and it was clickbait, so a lot of people thought she already bought the land. But then she sat down to say, oh, she just got the deed so she can go and do all the due diligence and, you know, check to see if it's legit and all of that. And then something that caught my attention on that video is when she said she wants suggestions from people with experience, and if you haven't gone through this experience before, shut your mouth, don't say anything, you don't need to speak on this topic. Imagine talking to your subscribers like that. So I can't give you advice because I have not never purchased land. That was rude of her, and she's always so rude to her subscribers, and they sat there and they take it. It makes no sense to me. Like, are they like cuckoo? Seriously. Don't speak. I need intelligent people to speak. You have to be intelligent to tell me about this process. If you're not intelligent, and if you have not gone through this process, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell me. I don't want any advice from you. Whoa, I was shocked that she said that. I thought it was very rude, Dimoango. Come on, you can do better than that, girl. You can do better. You don't have to talk to your subscribers like that, because some people can still give you advice whether or not they went through that process, okay? But anyway, that was all a clickbait. You know, she's excited about, you know, being amongst the 1% with her Mzungu dog, because to her, that is when you have arrived. And if that's how she wants to feel, you know what? Let her, if that's what makes her happy, you know what, let her be. I'm not going to criticize her on that. It's good that she's buying land. It's good that she's building a house at a young age. I am never going to criticize a young person, or anyone for that matter, for trying to, you know, build a house or buying land or anything like that. But what she said was very rude to her subscribers. Now, she also talked about the beach and, you know, loving that area, and that she made the right choice. But we all knew that Dee was never going to live in Jamaica or any one of those other Caribbean islands. It was all for, you know, trying to get the people to love her very much. That's why she made it seem, and she pretended as if she was gonna live in Jamaica, even showed the fake passport to the people. It was all clickbait. You guys should have known that, because first of all, Jamaica is very expensive. She can't afford a house in Jamaica. No, not right now. I'm not saying that she never would, but right now she cannot afford a house in Jamaica. It's very expensive to live in Jamaica, in the areas where she said she want to live amongst the 1%. It's very expensive to live in those areas. It is not cheap, darling. A house in those areas is probably going for over 500,000 US dollars, okay, up to million US dollars. I'm telling you, I am telling you, I know, okay. And many Jamaicans here, they know as well. You go on the North Course, that's how much those houses cost. Also, you know, she talked about the beach and how beautiful it is. And yes, I didn't know that Kenya has such a beautiful beach. It is beautiful indeed. I'm going to give that to her, no doubt. But it seems like it's isolated. It seems like there are not a lot of people around. There is no vibe there. It seems boring. It seems that it's somewhere where you just go. If you're an older person, yes, it will be okay. But if you're a younger person, I honestly don't see that being somewhere a young single person would want to reside. But like she said, she'll be on the beach all the time, all the time. You'll get tired of it, honey. I lived in the Bahamas. I know. We do get tired of it. We always say, hey, we're going to go be on the beach every single day. No, I'm a beach person. And when I lived home, I didn't go on the beach often. Now, when I visit, I want to be on the beach every day because I'm not used to it now. Once you get accustomed to it, you don't want to be on that beach every day. I can tell you that. So you and Matt, you and Matt will get bored, okay? Now, while she's busy doing her thing, her friend, who many people said deceived her by hooking up with her enemy, is doing her own thing as well. And I don't know if they're friends anymore, guys, because you know the girl code. If I'm your enemy, if you're my enemy, my friends is supposed to be your enemy too. I don't operate like that because I do not inherit people enemies. If you have an enemy and that's your enemy, that is your problem. That is not my problem. Unless we are family and I see you all up in my enemy or my ex face all the time, then I'm going to have a problem with that. But if we're just friends and, you know, your enemy is not going to be my enemy. I'm sorry, I'm still going to probably talk to the person. It depends on what they did to you as well. It depends. It depends. Okay? If they truly, truly hurt you, I probably will not, but hey, I'm just gonna say I don't inherit people enemy. I don't, not like that. But only it depends. It all depends. I'm not gonna say that. It all depends. Let me not lie. It all depends. Okay. But anyway, she was seen with jam tours, and many people are saying that she's stabbing Dee Mwango in the back and all of that. Guess what? These two girls are out there living their lives. Sean Arwa just had her interview in Kenya. I saw her and her brother Africa Awoke, which I didn't know that was her brother. They're honing in on Jamaica, guys. They know that the CPM RPM is huge coming from the Jamaicans, and these people, they're honing in on the Jamaicans, okay? So they're trying to get some sort of African link connection through radio stations with Jamaica. So Sean R was at an interview and her brother was there trying to also make connections with that radio station to connect to Jamaica as well. Everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie out of Jamaica, baby.
Shonara is here for the interview today. It's called Radio Jambo, a local radio station. And we're going to see how everything goes. But my main aim is also to look at our brothers in Ghana, Sierra Leone, Jamaica, so that we can be one thing. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see how everything is going to go. So Shonara is heading to the interview. Yeah, she's heading to the interview. We are inside the radio station. And so let's see how everything goes. So ladies and gentlemen, just to repeat again, Sean is being interviewed, but I've taken the advantage to go with her, in the local radio station that she was invited. And now I was going to take advantage after she finishes her interview, because there is a program that we are trying to launch. As I've said earlier, Ghana is the program is ongoing, Sierra Leone and Jamaica, just linking the local radio station so that we can have a particular day, like 1 hour, whereby we can link all these radio stations and we can discuss as a people, because we believe that Africans and the Caribbean family, we are one people. Finished the interview that Sean Arrow was taking, and as I told you that our aim is to try and look for a local radio station that is going to link Ghana, Sierra Leone, Jamaica, because once we link with Jamaica, that's the Caribbean.
That's why when people tell me react in the country that I live, I tell them I react wherever I want to react, because guess what? Many people are hopping on the Jamaica train to make money. Anywho, so I don't know if they're still friends, but I saw this TikTok clip, and she's famous for doing TikTok clips, so perhaps I am just overthinking. But hey, I'm going to drop it here. I saw a TikTok clip where she said something about, friends who only know her when they are depressed.
I'm cutting off friends who only look for me when they are sad, but when they have something to talk about and celebrate, they're going to look for other friends. I am not your therapist. If I'm not worth celebrating with, go away. Thanks.
And I remember the one thing that Dee did when Dee was in that mess in the village with Nasto and all what was going on, and everybody was like thumping down on Dee. Then Sean or whatever her name is came to Dee's rescue and went to the village and hung out with her for a while. But now it seemed like Dee is up there, buying house and doing this and doing that, and she's not including her friend. So who knows? Maybe that was shade towards Dee. I do not know. I'm not pitting them against each other, because they are both doing great. Yeah, so I think that's about it, guys. Like I said, Sean is booked and busy. She doesn't have time for all the negativity and the mess that is going on. I don't know if they're still friends, so I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, that's it for this reaction. Okay, guys, bye bye. Thank you for watching both videos that I just combined into one. I hope you enjoy both of them, and I'll see you soon in my next video. My next video will be on the other channel, so stay tuned for that. It will be about Vibes Cartel, all right? And don't worry, love you guys very much. Please subscribe to this channel, as I am asking. I should be at 1,000 subscribers. Like, seriously, I should be. And don't forget to smash that like button and leave your comments in the comment section below, all right? This is Mzungu Pebbles, over and out. Bye. Mwah.